Well, good morning from Pattaya. Sitting here on our little balcony in the condo, enjoying a cup of coffee. Nancy's sleeping, but she's been sleeping a lot since she's here, trying to catch up on her rest. She's been busy between Vietnam and getting settled in her new condo. So she's sleeping. But anyway, it's a nice morning, overcast, humid like it normally is, and having a cup of coffee. But thought I'd fill you in on a little bit of what it took to get to where we're at now. Actually, it wasn't that hard to do all the stuff that had to be done. It just there was a lot of stuff that had to be done. So like we had to follow the steps to satisfy the Thai government, everybody, so you can't get around that. So first you have to get an agent to find you a condo. And then once you find a condo, you have to sign a contract. And to get the best price on a condo, and rightly so, you have to sign up for a year. And it's a good price. Big difference between what they would charge you by the month. And especially with the way the economy is now here, it's, they're giving you good deals. So anyway, we got a hold of Vivian, who is in a real estate office right across from Tower Court, where we used to stay. And she was more than glad to help us because they got no customers. It's terrible here. Terrible for the realtors, terrible for cruise directors, whatever. Because it's all predicated on tourists and their garden. So she showed us around, and as you've already seen previously with that I sent out to you, you've seen the condo, and the condo's nice. And so we got the contract signed. They do have to get a residency permit. And that requires paperwork and going to the immigration. You got to have official photos taken, and you got to pay 1,000 baht per residency paper. So we got that going, and what you do, rather than you do it yourself, you go ahead and pay the money, have an agent do it. You're standing in line down at immigration for hours and hours and hours to try to do it. You can do it yourself, there's no problem. But you're going to stand in line for hours and hours and hours because you're the white guy, you don't have preference. So we got that agents to get that done. And we got the residency papers. And they actually take a copy of this residency thing and they actually staple it in your passport, and you cannot remove it. You must leave it in there. So when you come in and out of Thailand, you're protected. Everybody knows who you are, that you're okay. So we get the residency papers, and now it's time to go to the bank, because without the signed contract and the residency papers, you cannot get a bank account in Thailand. So we got that all done, and then we go down ourselves. They don't have anybody that goes with you because the bank wants you there. They want to see you. We go down to the Bank of Bangkok, which I think may be the largest bank in Thailand. And once again, we got it all done. It wasn't a really big thing. It was just a little bit tedious because everything is still paperwork. Even though they got computers right there, and terminals right there, and the woman that helped us spoke English and everything. To open a joint account, we had to have single residency papers for each of us, me and for Nancy. Whereas if we didn't do a joint account, it could have been just a residency and one residency paper in my name, and one residency paper in Nancy if she was going to be the holder of the account. But because we wanted joint, and for all the obvious reasons, we had to have residency paper for each of us, which meant that I had to fill out and sign probably almost 15 different form papers. And Nancy had to do the same thing. And it was typical Asian style. You know, they had the Thai and they had the English. And we needed a little bit of help, you know, as far as the wording and what we were supposed to declare and what we were supposed to say and what we were supposed to line. It wasn't a big thing. They told us. And then, but it was this typical Asian flair that every single paper, and both Nancy and I'd have a red stamp, chukum, 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 you know. And then she had to enter all that on a computer, and then they had to give us ATM cards, one for each, and that took a process because they gave it to you right there, not like our institution where they usually mail it to you within a day or 2 days. They have this machine that actually makes them out right there. So it takes a little while because the machine's got to fill all the information in on the card. You know, but it got done. So we officially now have a bank account, and it's a joint account, and we have our ATM cards. And now I'm just waiting today between 8 and 12 for the guy to come and install Wi-Fi. The condo didn't have Wi-Fi. It's got TV and cable, but it didn't have Wi-Fi. So you got to pay that yourself. It's not part of the condo. But it is so cheap. At home, I pay $137 a month to that stupid Comcast for my high-speed Wi-Fi and internet. To get the same system Wi-Fi, high-speed internet, the same numbers, everything in Thailand, it cost me $40 a month. So I pay a whole year, and they give you a discount if you pay a whole year. So it winds up, if you pay the whole year up front, you're winding up paying maybe $30 a month for high-speed internet and Wi-Fi. That's how cheap it is here. I keep telling you guys how cheap it is, but even I'm sometimes flabbergasted about how cheap you get things here. So anyway, they're going to come up, hook all that Wi-Fi up, and so when that gets hooked up, then our last step in our adventure is going to be my first attempt to wire money from our Citibank account to the Bank of Bangkok account. And Citibank told me before we left, there's no problem, just go online, onto your account online, and they've got the site there for that. You just fill out all the information. And the Bank of Bangkok gave me all the information because you have to have their bank name, the address, phone number. You got to have the Bank of Bangkok SWIFT code, which has to be used for that money to be transferred and whatnot. But they give you all that information. So hopefully it's going to be a simple procedure, and I'll get that money transferred over here from Citibank. And they say it usually takes anywhere between 1 day to up to 6 days. But they tell you that up front, but they say usually on average it's there within 1 to 2 days. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Hopefully I'm not going to have to be trying to do it and it doesn't happen, and I'm making constant phone calls to Citibank from Thailand, which I can because I have T-Mobile worldwide, so that's not a problem. But hopefully it'll go fine, and we'll be here and all settled in and come back and forth anytime we want. We don't have to worry about banking, don't have to worry about a place to stay, and we can just enjoy ourselves. But once I get this wire transfer done, and I know that's going to happen, go through, we will finally be able to spend our last couple of weeks here really enjoying ourselves. So anyway, that's the update up till now, and we'll be talking to you later. Bye.